I'm 82 people. I am, right? Alcohol, addict, whatever. And then basically me. Okay? Now, I hated me. And I used the addict sort of to try and basically kill me. Then I went into recovery and, quit using my abuse, quit using the substance of my abuse, all that sort of stuff. But here's the thing. Inside this thing, inside here, there's still hate. There is. For some reason, I hated myself, I wanted to kill myself, and I used alcohol to do it. So it's kind of like, for looking in this area in here, sort of an inner membrane, sort of, and it contains like hate. So I sobered up, and now here I am, right? And I'm nice and sober, but I still hated myself. I did. I just wasn't using the alcohol to kill myself. But, now what happened was I hated the fact that I was an alcoholic. And somewhere that got lost. But the other problem was there was a flaw in that. I had a flaw in me that made me want to hate myself. I don't know if it's a flaw or a character or whatever, but I had to rebuild myself, right? I had to take me, and I had to rebuild me sort of into the new me, because whoever this was got sober, but all it was a sober part of something I hated. So I had to rebuild myself, make the new me. I had to do it without using alcohol. I had to be realistic about myself. But then I had to learn to like me. I hate that idea of, learning to love yourself. It has nothing to do with that. I had to learn to like myself. But in order to like myself, I had to do something. I had to accept those two parts of my past. I had to accept the flaws that I had in myself, and I had to accept the fact that I was an alcoholic. I also, in accepting those two parts, had to say to myself, well, I didn't waste that time. Because, we're looking at 10 years maybe. And I couldn't say to myself, man, I wasted 10 years of my life. So I had to find there's some good in the alcohol abuse, and there was some good in me. There was. So I had to take those parts and put them into that 10 years and say, okay, I did those 10 years. Some of it was pretty shitty, some of it was pretty bad, but some of it was okay. Some of me was okay, and actually some of the times I was using were okay. So I had to accept them and make them part of the new me, because they are part of me. The part I hate is part of me. The alcoholism is part of me. So to make the new me, I had to accept not only the fact that I was an alcoholic, but I also had to accept that part of me that was there before I was the alcoholic, that turned the alcohol against me, turned myself against me, right? It was always there. It was always hiding. There I was. There's me, and there's the alcohol. It was always hiding inside of me. But there's something in me that I couldn't stand, and I used the alcohol to try and kill it. And I had to learn to accept both those parts of me and bring them into the new me and create the new me with that knowledge and with, the thing is this, with that power that all that gave me. And I added that to the new me. And that's who I am now. And I like that. I do. Now, inside that, it's still that, nucleus, there's still that thing in there. And sometimes I look at it and I get mad and I hate it. But I also realize it's all part of the new me. You can't like all of it. You got to accept there's parts of it in there that you don't like, but you can still draw energy from that too. You can still draw power from that. And that is what makes me now.